To all of you current and future pharmacy technicians, happy Pharmacy Technician Day.
Happy Pharmacy Technician Day.
Happy Pharmacy Technician Day.
Happy Pharmacy Tech Day.
Happy Pharmacy Technician Day!
I love what I do, and the happiest moment of this last year was achieving 10 years at my current facility and working on technician career ladders within the Division of Pharmacy.
A moment of joy for me this past year was when I received a phone call from a patient thanking me for helping them obtain financial assistance for their oral oncology medication that they could not afford.
I was making vaccines, and there was this young, tiny kid in there with his parents to get the shot. He must have been in middle school. And he was really scared. They had their hands on his shoulders to comfort him. I'm making the shot, and he looks over at me with this fear in his eyes. And I just did this thing where you just look at him and you go, and he looked back and he was like, and then he kind of just puffed up and got the shot. And it was just that moment of like, you did the right thing, kid. It made my day.
A moment of joy that I've experienced over this past year was earning my advanced PTCB Pharmacy Technician certification. A moment of joy that I got to experience this year was graduating from the Lee Health Technician program, where I became PTCB certified.
A moment of joy that I've experienced this past year was helping over 80 students graduate from my Pharmacy Technician program and achieve their National Pharmacy Technician certification.
A moment of joy within this past year was seeing the COVID numbers go down in the hospital that I worked in.
Being elected by my peers to the Northern Illinois Society of Health System Pharmacists Board.
I became an advanced certified pharmacy technician through PTCB.
I have had the pleasure of experiencing many moments of joy this past year by way of appreciation from my pharmacists and technician crew.
A moment of joy I've experienced this past year was when I became a pharmacy keeper super user. This is where I began training my pharmacy team to learn a new web-based application for compounding products.
Getting to be involved with a lot of things that could advance the pharmacy technician as a profession, and seeing people benefit from the new assessment-based certificates that PTCB has.
A moment of joy that I experienced over the past year was actually working with a pharmacy student that was fearful of pharmacy calculations. Through a lot of time, studying, tutoring, and headaches, the student went from being fearful of pharmacy calculations to actually feeling comfortable with pharmacy calculations, to actually working problems out on the board and tutoring other students.
A moment of joy I experienced this last year was when I became a finalist in the Next Generation Pharmacy Technicians Award.
A moment of joy that I experienced this past year was helping so many patients and knowing that every day I go to work, I make a difference in someone's life.